So I just wanted to add something very quickly to the start of this video. This is Future Luke just talking to you very quickly about the start of this video. It is now sponsored by the company that I do mention later on, Sad Boy Race Club. If you do want to go give those guys some love, it would be much appreciated. These guys are doing such great things, and their plans are incredible. So go give them a follow. You're going to see my face a lot. I'm going to mention them a lot, but they are now the main sponsor of this channel. So thank you very much, Sad Boy. Go hit them up. Enjoy the video, guys. Peace.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I haven't done a video in a while, so I thought I would do like a somewhat sit-downy sort of video, because I know the whole talking about my operation video went down quite well. So this time I'm going to be talking about mental health. It's a subject that not many people talk about on the internet, because I feel like it's one of those topics that you say the wrong thing, you're going to get a lot of shit for it. So I just wanted to go through what I suffer with, how it affects me, and a few companies that I think need more appreciation around mental health. And obviously a big part of the whole thing is, you, as males especially, you just feel like you've got no one to talk to. You feel like everywhere that you go, you're going to get judged for what you say. And 9 times out of 10, that stops you from actually speaking out. So I think as a male myself, obviously, some may argue that, but I think it's very important that you need to find that person to talk to, whether it's your best mate, whether it's your mum, whether it's your partner, whether it's the neighbour, whether it's your therapist, whether it's, I don't know, a company on Facebook, on Instagram, whoever it is. I just think it's very, very important that you find that person to talk to. And if you haven't found that person, then I would be more than happy to be that person for people, because sometimes to understand what someone's going through, you have to have either gone through it or be going through it yourself. And I know that sounds hard, but you could study mental health as much as you want, but until you've been through it, you have no idea. I promise you, you have no idea. It feels like that you're being swallowed whole and there's no escape. Even if someone handed you a ladder, you'd feel like you couldn't climb out because you were stuck in sinking mud. And every step that you took, you fell deeper and deeper into this hole. So you just eventually stopped moving, and that's when you rot, and that's when it takes over and things just get bad and bad, and then eventually it gets worse, and then it gets worse and worse. I didn't even think worse is a word, but we'll go with it. It fits the bill, dudes and dudettes. It's just, I just wanted to talk about it in, like, not my opinion on it, because I don't know if you can class it as an opinion, but I'm no specialist. I've gone through it, and I saw a video today on Facebook, and it's kind of made me think that maybe more people should know about it. Yeah, just, if you don't want to listen to me talking and you want to see me doing stuff, then this isn't the video for you. But if you're actually interested in my life, what I've been through, then take a listen, because you might learn a thing or two. I'm just going to go straight into it with my first thing that I wanted to talk about, and it's things on Facebook. So it's very misconceiving that mental health is like the sort of thing. It's like, it is an illness, don't get me wrong, but it's like people assume that you've always been like it, and that's not necessarily the case. You're not born with mental health. Well, you might be, but 9 times out of 10 people aren't born with it. So things happen to make you that way, whether it's stress or an event in your life that caused you to be like that. It's just something that people constantly assume is just someone being maybe pathetic, or they need to grow up, or you need to think of positive thoughts. How can you think of positive thoughts when all you're being told is to grow up? All you're being told is that you're being pathetic. How are you possibly supposed to put into your mind a positive thought when you're surrounded by negativity? Please tell me how you do that. How? There's no one in the world that can drown out negative thoughts. They eat away at every single person on this planet. Every single person. I don't care how big you are, how tough you are. Negative energy will eat you alive. And I will hold my hands up and say that negative energy is probably one of the biggest things that have knocked me back in my life. Massive thing. It's probably the biggest thing, to be honest. And then obviously you've got the idiots on Facebook and Instagram that then say stupid things that could really upset someone, i.e. you're fat so therefore you're unhealthy, or you're skinny so you must be really healthy, or why don't you go to the gym, or let me think, what about you look weird today, why did you wear that, why do you look like that in that photo, I dislike this photo. I comment something nasty on this photo. Everything you say to someone could send them into a downward spiral, into depression, anxiety. They never leave their house, and then what you've said to them has extremely affected their life. And it's not because people are snowflakes. It's not because people are stupid and overindulgent and people get affected by things easily. It's not that at all. We're humans. Everything that is said to each other is sponged in. We absorb it. Every single thing. I don't care, like I said, if you're the toughest man in the world, these things will get to you and they will eat you up. So think about what you're saying to people. That's all I ask. If you're going to take one thing from this video, it's that. Think about what you're saying to someone, because you never know what you could say something and they could kill themselves. That's the truth. That could be the last thing that they need. The last thing. And yeah, okay, it's only a comment on Facebook to you, but to that person, what they've posted could be something that means a lot to them, and you've sat there and you've nitpicked at it. What gives you the right to do that? It's not fair. It's not fair on anyone. Just because you don't agree with that post is like, fair enough if it's an opinion and you're saying your opinion, but you don't need to slate the person about their opinion, or you don't need to slate the person in a horrible way and affect their life because you don't agree with what they say. It's not fair. Think about it. It's not fair. It's not fair. So if I could change one thing about Facebook, it'd be that if you say something classed as negative in the Facebook world, it should be instantly removed. You shouldn't be allowed to post it, because there's so much negativity on the internet. And I'm sorry, Facebook, but you're the reason for it. Everybody sees everybody's business. That's why the only stuff I really post on Facebook is my YouTube videos and maybe the odd picture of Freddie, of Charlotte, or of just a little bit of my life. I don't really pump my life onto Facebook. I don't post every day like some weird people do, because they're the sort of people that like that attention. Maybe that's because they've got a mental health condition. Maybe you shouldn't rise up to that and say that they're attention seeking, but Facebook's not the place for it. Instagram, go ahead. There's less negativity on Instagram. There's a bit, but there's not as much, because Facebook, there's so many people on Facebook, and so many of those people are negative. And the people that are negative are the people that are holding you back. I promise you that. If you are the negative ones, you are the ones that are holding people back. And then I sort of wanted to talk about my mental health a little bit. So I suffer with anxiety, quite severe anxiety. I know it doesn't come across like that because I can do this, but I get anxiety about different things. I suffer from mild depression. It's not major. I mean, every now and again I have a day where I feel like, what's the point? I feel like, well, maybe if I just pull across this road and hit this car, it'd all be over, wouldn't it? I wouldn't have these thoughts anymore. But it's not about that, is it? There's bigger things now in my life. Like, I can't leave that little boy. There's no way. There's no way. Before he came along, I would have thought about it at days. Now, I know what it's like to be left. And I know my dad could probably watch this video, but you might want to hear it from me, actually. Him leaving me was probably quite a big effect on my life. Growing up and not knowing what having a real, true dad was like, it didn't really hit me until one day I was shaving, and my best friend of 17 years at the time, Harrison, came in and said, "You're not shaving properly." It's because I was never taught. I never got taught how to shave because my dad never showed me because he wasn't there. Something so small. Just think about that in a big picture. Who taught you to ride a bike? It wasn't my dad. It was my granddad. Who taught me to swim? Not my dad. That was my dad. It's just... I've never been taught anything apart from all the first aid knowledge I know, and I can't thank him enough for that. But that's it. That's all he's given me. Like, yeah, he's given me Christmas presents. Yeah, he's given me birthday presents. I thank him a load, the world, for that. But memories? Not many. 1, maybe 3 at max memories, solid memories that I have with him. And I'm not doing that to him. No way. There's not a chance on earth. I would rather jump in front of a double-decker bus and then be ran over 1,000,000 times by a train than leave that little guy. No way. He's with my mum right now. And it kills me. It kills me, the fact that I can't I'll just sit there and stare at him. Yeah, there's days when I get mad at him. Yeah, there's days when I just think, just go to sleep. But we're parents. It happens to everybody. We're tired. We've had enough. We're human. It's going to happen. And then obviously, on top of the depression and the anxiety, I have a very short temper. I think, again, this has got a lot to do with my past. I was bullied quite severely. And if I'm honest, it probably did ruin my life, the bullying. I did at one point want to do a massive campaign, going around to all the schools on the island and just talking about bullying. But I feel like it just wouldn't get absorbed, and to be honest, I don't feel like I'd make that too great of a difference. But bullying is such a big thing. I mean, you've only got to look at the Ofsted report for, I think it was Christ the King College. Their biggest thing was bullying and nothing was being done about it. So just think about it. For Ofsted to pick it up, it's not fair on the kids. I'm going to raise Freddie to... I don't know how this is going to come across, but I'm going to raise him to the standard that if someone says something in a way that he feels is wrong, he goes to a teacher. That's fine. But as soon as a kid lays a hand on him, I will teach him, and so will Josh, will teach him that it is okay to fight back. I'm not going to be the parent that says, you should tell a teacher if they punch you. No, punch them back. If they kick you in the balls, you kick them back in the balls. If it's a girl, so hit them. They're being horrible to you. They are trying to ruin your life. Hit them. They won't do it again. And I don't care how that comes across on this video, because if I could have done anything at school to that one kid, that's what I would have done. And I did a couple of times, but not hard enough. And even now when I see him, he gives me the V's, or he'll say something, or he'll just do something. But do you know what? I haven't got the time for him now. I haven't got the mental capacity that he has is nothing compared to mine. So why should I go down to his level? He's not worth it. But that affected me in such a great way, because I felt like I was different. And especially now, because I am different. And now I ask myself, well, maybe he was right. Maybe all those years ago, he was right. I think that's got a lot to do with why I feel like it. So if your son is being bullied, and you happen to watch this, or if you are getting bullied yourself, because I know there is a few kids that watch this, so I've got to be careful sometimes with what I say. But if you're a kid and you're watching this, don't take it personally. That's all I can say. Don't let it get to you. But if they're getting to you, there's plenty of karate clubs, there's plenty of boxing gyms. Go down there, let some aggression out, and learn how to defend yourself. That's all I can say, because it's the best thing I ever did. I boxed for 9 years, and I'm going back this week, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, life is going back in the direction that I want it to. Now, it hasn't been without a battle. Don't get me wrong. There's a reason why I've been avoiding anxiety. Because talking about it makes me a bit anxious, because it's not just a case of talking about it. It's making me feel quite uncomfortable, to be honest. My anxiety. I've got pins and needles. Where do I start? So 4 years ago, obviously, as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I had a condition called ulcerative colitis, which has turned into me having an ileostomy bag. If you want to know more about that, then I suggest you go and watch the I poo in a bag video. It's basically a question and answer, as well as a little chat about my operation and my condition beforehand. So that meant that I was very, 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 very anxious about going to new places, especially restaurants or shopping malls or anything like that, which made me feel like the toilet may be out of reach, because obviously that, in the event that it meant that I'd have an accident. Yeah, not very nice. So I got very anxious and worried about going to the new places, and that still carries on. Obviously, I can't just get rid of something that's been in my head for 4 years. So I still get very anxious about going to new places, because obviously the toilet thing is still kind of an issue. Obviously it's not so bad now, but if something were to happen to my bag, not knowing where the toilet is kind of a bit overwhelming. Also, I get worried about what if people notice it and then they think of me differently. That's a big thing that I get worried about. It's just little things, really. Like, I get anxious about coming home on my own at the minute, because Charlotte's on holiday. And I'm worried, what if Freddie hurts himself and I don't know what to do? What if, I don't know, what if a burglar breaks in? What if anything? I just get very anxious about being on my own, really, and doing things on my own. All these little things affect me quite greatly nowadays. I am trying my best to sort of counteract these issues with doing things, like I've bought Forza, so I'm trying to keep myself occupied with playing that. I'm going to try and get some more YouTube content out there, because that keeps me occupied when I've got to edit the videos and whatnot. It's just learning every day what makes me feel better. But if you are a sufferer of anxiety, depression, ADHD, PTSD, anything, then there's one company that I would suggest you talk to. Now what's going on? Now this company hasn't been around very long, but they do good things. They talk to people when they feel suicidal. They talk to people when they feel down. They talk to people when there's no one else to talk to. And they are fairly small. I'd say they've got about 2,000k following on Instagram. They've just made a Facebook page. They do clothing, they do stickers. And that company is Sad Boy Race Club. If you don't know them, go give them a follow. Go show them some love. If all my 77 subscribers would go and do that, then I would be overjoyed, because it's such a good thing. They deserve so much more credit than what they get, because mental health is so underestimated, especially in the car scene. Just because you're happy does not mean that you're happy. Just because you're smiling. Alright? And honestly, I couldn't stress that enough. I saw a selection of photos the other day of all the celebrities that have committed suicide in probably the last 10, 20 years. And they're smiling in every single photo, and the caption was, "Can you see the difference now?" Just let that sink in for a minute. The difference was that, yes, they were happy. Yes, you could see that they're happy. But they weren't truly happy. Now, I feel to get out of this ditch, you have to be truly happy. Now, I don't care what you do. I don't care what path you go down. But find that true happiness. Whether that's the job, whether that's your hobbies, whether that's your family. Find that thing that you go to, and you stand there and you go, yeah, this is my happy place. And I had that happy place and it was taken away from me. But that wasn't anyone else's fault. That was my fault. I took it away from me because I felt like I couldn't do that thing anymore. And it wasn't till Josh came round on Saturday and he said to me, only you hold back what you can do. Only you can change what you can do. And I thought, yeah. If I want something bad enough, what the hell is stopping me from going and get it? Oh yeah, I've got an ileostomy. Big deal. Yeah, okay, I can't spar. Yeah, okay, I can't probably take a hard hit in the stomach. But I can still go to boxing. I can still hit a bag. I can still get punched in the face. There's nothing wrong with my face. Well, there might be to some people. But that's good shit. I miss boxing. I miss the training. I miss the sense of satisfaction when you leave. I miss the ache. I miss the pain the next day. I miss every single thing about it. So this Thursday, I'm going back. Yes, anxiety-wise, that is so daunting. To go back to the place where it all began. To go back to the place that I walked in as a 13-year-old and went, I'm going to be a champ one day. That's what I said. I'm going to be a champ. And I'm not. By this age, I expected to at least be in the Olympics when I was 13. I'm going to be honest. I had high expectations. And then some person upstairs decided, you know what? You're not going to do anything anymore. Bang. Have some colitis. I could have taken that one or two ways. I could have said, right, that's that then. I'm going to go jump off something or hang myself or drown myself. But no, I decided, you know what? I'm going to beat this. I didn't beat it. It's probably the only thing in my life that has physically destroyed me. It takes a lot for me. All the bullying, my dad leaving, being told I can't do anything. The one thing that really affected me, in truth, was being told I couldn't fight anymore. Being told that your dream, the one dream you had, is now gone. Cool. How do you come away from being one of the greatest in the world in your mind to then being a crumbled up has-been? It's not great. And if I'm honest, I turned 18 and that drive, that mentality of I'm going to be a champion was still there. But it was in MMA. And Alex and Indy and all the guys down there did the best that they could. But a hard hit in the stomach would drop me. Colitis was killing me at this point in my life. But no, I carried on going. I carried on training. I carried on trying my damn well hardest to be the best I possibly could. So I know for a fact I'm never going to be able to do MMA again. That's gone. That life has left me. But boxing hasn't. I was out in the garden doing some pad work with Josh and it all came back like a flood. And that's when it hit me. If that hasn't left, if that I haven't forgot those things, then I can still be who I want to be. Yeah, alright, I'm never going to be a champ. No way. No way. That's ridiculous to even think that. But I can be the champion of my mind. I can beat my mind. And that, to me, right now, is more than anything else. And if you suffer with anything, I strongly suggest boxing. I strongly suggest any martial art. Because when you're there, you forget about it. But if that's not what you're into, then go chase what you are. If you want to be a rally driver, go do it. If you want to be a Formula 1 driver, go do it. If you want to be a mechanic, go do it. If you want to be an engineer, go do it. Stop sitting here and watching this video and go and chase your dreams. You're the only person that can. You're the only person. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Because those are the people that don't want you to. The people that say that you can't. The people that say that, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? if you rely on the what ifs all your life, you're going to die with regret. And I ain't dying with no regret. But than that, I'm here to make memories for my son, for my girlfriend, for my mum. I don't care about anyone else. Even if, no offence, but if you're my best mate, you're not the top of my list. You were. Everyone was. My son is now. And I don't care about proving to him. As long as he's got memories of his dad doing what his dad wants to do, it don't matter. Honestly, it really fucking don't. So, turn this video off. Go chase your dreams. If you haven't got any, go get one. Go find one. Go on the Google, go searching and find it. You want to start a YouTube channel? Do it. I don't care. You do it. I don't, like, no one cares. I've done it. Yeah, alright, I've got 78 subscribers. But I had 0 at one point, and now I've got 78. That might be 79 next year. I don't care, because I had 78 last year. As long as you grow, it doesn't matter. As long as you make a difference in your mind, it doesn't matter about how you feel inside, like your body. As long as your mind feels better, your mental health will go away. It's not about your figure. If you want a good figure, don't worry about exercise. Calorie deficit, that's all you need to get a good figure. I promise. I promise. If you don't know what that is, Google it, because it's too hard to explain. I really can't bother. But your brain is what drives your body. If your brain is bad, your body is bad. That's it. That is it. And I know that sounds ridiculous. But if your brain is not fit, how do you expect to be fit? If your brain's not in what you want to do, how do you expect to do what you want to do? If your brain doesn't know how to, learn. If you want to play guitar, learn. You want to drive a car? Learn. You want to write? Learn. Read? Learn. Everything we do in our life is about learning. So why have you stopped now? Just because you're in your 30s, 50s, 70s. Learn. Jiu-jitsu. Learn. If you want something bad enough, you are gonna have to learn. It's life. It doesn't come easy. If it came easy, everybody would do it. Right? And the main thing, if you want to conquer the world, make your damn bed. That's one of the things a Navy SEAL once said in a video I saw on Facebook, and it stuck. If you want to conquer the world, make your bed. That sounds ridiculous. But think about it. One task. That's one task a day. And normally, just to be successful in a day, you have to complete one task and you will feel successful. It doesn't matter what that task is. One task. Put the laundry on. Sweep the floor. Just do one task and you will feel more successful than you did yesterday. Because you have done something. And that is truth. Right there. Also, one of the big quotes in my life is a Rocky quote. All my close friends will know that Rocky Balboa, yeah, alright, it's a film. But it did mean a lot to me growing up, and I kind of thought it was real. But that quote of saying that life ain't all sunshine and rainbows and all the rest of it, if I could get something tattooed on me, it'd probably be that, but it'd have to be like your whole back of words, and it's just ridiculous. But yeah, if you want something bad enough, go and get it. Promise. You'll feel better for it. Yeah. I didn't think I'd ever do a video like this. It's taken a lot for me to come to terms with actually doing it. And I know I've probably gone on for probably about 20 minutes. And if you stuck to this point, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on about probably utter shit. But 3 points that I want you all to take away from this. Follow a dream. Don't bully. And if you want to talk to someone, talk to them. I promise you no one will turn you away. That's the 3 things. Talk to people, follow your dreams, and don't bully. Please. Please. From my heart. my heart. That's all I ask. And if you really want, buy some Sal Pellegrino. So what? Oh, this video. Oh, this video. It's one of those videos. I don't know how it's going to come out till it's come out. I don't care. If you've got any questions, if you want to talk to me, feel free to drop a comment. But for now, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this very probably boring video, but it meant a lot to me. So if you could like, share, subscribe, I don't care anymore. YouTube is what I do for fun, and there's big things coming to the channel. And there's a certain someone on Facebook and stuff that's ranting and raving about getting all this money into their channel to buy equipment, to get investors and all of this and all of that. I don't want that. I could do that, but I don't want that. Do you know why? Because I'm doing it myself, and I'd rather grow this myself than have someone paid to do it. So if you enjoy this video and you appreciate my face, like it, subscribe to it, and comment if you suffer with a mental health condition. You don't have to say your real name. If your YouTube's obviously your real name, then you don't have to comment. But just leave a dot and I will message you and I will speak to you if you would like that. Alright? Thank you very much for watching, guys. Peace.